Morning, afternoon, good evening everybody. Hope you are all well. Hope you are staying safe and having a great day wherever you may be. So plan of action today, obviously down at the bees, and a plan of action today is we're going to have a look at what our summer harvest is doing. The hope is to get some frames out today. The hope is to try and get a at least a partial extraction done, or if ideally a full one. So what we want to do is we've got 4 decent boxes or supers with honey in at the moment. 2 on Abby and 2 on Brenda. So we're going to have a look at those ones. We are going to basically, 2 of those boxes are probably going to come with us regardless because they have already been capped and they're pretty full. One of those boxes is about, last time I checked, about 60-70% full. So I need to check the water content on what's in there. And if it's down to, well, ideally close to 17 as I can get, 17% water content or moisture content. This is what I want to try and aim for. Refractometer's down here. Refractometer, you know how to pronounce it better than I do. We've got that down here, that little thing, that little doobie what's it. If you haven't got one, get one. Godsend. So yeah, we're going to check on that to see what the moisture content is on it, and if it's low enough, we're basically going to extract as much as we can. Unfortunately, what I'd like to do is get a clearer board in. Get a clearer board on, put the supers above it and let them clear it naturally. But unfortunately I just don't have time. That's a real ball ache for me. It's just not having enough time to be able to do what I want to do. Ideally what I would have done is come up yesterday, put the clearer boards on yesterday, and those 2 supers are pretty much empty. But unfortunately I don't. So what you'll notice is when I'm in there is I'll be shaking the bees off the frames. And not ideally what I want to be doing, but I need my situation for this season. Next season hopefully we'll do it a little bit better. But that's that. Bees are looking well, they're all flying, they're all looking good. So we're going to go in there, we're going to check what's going on. We're not doing a full inspection today, it's just solely honey today. If there is a hive which looks a bit sorry for itself, or something that's not quite right, then I'll have a peek inside. But for the vast majority of that, it's just purely honey today. So yeah, so thanks very much, stick with us. Hopefully a few parts of this video will be plonked together and made into a nice little interesting video for you all to watch. But yeah, let's crack on. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in a bit. Right, I have set you up on new Hive, which we're probably going to have a look into because they're quite quiet. So we'll have a look at that in a minute. Tempted to put entrance reducers on as well, because there have been some posts about wasps starting to come out. So I've only seen one so far, but might be an idea to put them on. Haven't decided yet. And like I said, we're going to have a look in Abby and see where we're at. So this is our new box which we put on, which was empty. So this new box was just put on here to keep them some space. It might very well be the case. So what I'm going to do is, if I take both of the boxes off, which I know have got stuff in, then this one will probably be put on the bottom, and they'll what will happen is then any remaining flow they'll start sticking in that one. But we'll see. Frame stuck to it. There you go. There you go, lovely girls, well done. So yeah, this box is pretty much empty. Let you see what I mean. So this box is pretty much empty. I don't know how much you'll see in there because my screen on my GoPro goes black, so I'm sorry if you don't see anything. So that's our girls on the top box. And I will just knock this one straight off. There's nothing in there which I'm going to be taking. Got a bit of weight to it though. So that's being worked on. So this is our first box. Now look at that. That's beautiful. So most of this box, if not all of this box, I'm going to test these ones. It's going to come with us today. Let's get our tote, or our box. I don't know what you call it over your way. I got a box. Right, let's have a look at a couple of these. See where we are at. Okay, right, fantastic. So you can see 90% of that is capped. So that is a good frame. We don't need to test that one because we know it's okay. So we're going to shake those off. I'm going to put that in the box and get all the bees off. Come on, girls. Gently as we can. I know I could use a brush, but I don't like using the brushes because they roll them too much. So put up one frame, ready to go. I think this whole box is probably going to come. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Well, obviously they're going to start getting a bit annoyed with me, which is understandable. I'm taking their food. And again, fully capped frame of bees, of honey. Like I say, if this was cleared of bees, this would be so much easier. But next year. And this is pretty much all across the board. So I'm going to pause you there once I get all this done because there's quite a bit to it. Look at that. And like I said, that bottom box is pretty much good to go as well. Happy days. Right, I'll pause you there. I'll be back in a bit. So Abby done. I just want to show you what else we're doing while I'm here. Entry introducers. They're not completely in, but they'll do the job. Whilst I was just working with Abby, I got joined by several wasps, all trying to get in. So Hive C, so Cindy, she's got quite a big opening there. But she's doing alright. Just gives them a little bit less space to defend now the wasps are starting to come out. That hive is working fine, I've seen her going. And then we've got Abby down here. She's reduced only single bee space, not so sure I've done that, but oh, we've got another little gap here, so they're coming and going absolutely fine. So bees are now down to entrance reducers, and they're going to stay in place now, apart from Brenda. I'm just about to do Brenda. So they're going to stay in place now until the wasps die out, or until I see a bit otherwise. But let's just get the honey out of Brenda, and we'll be back. A bit awkward with Brenda because she's a little bit higher up, so as you can see, she's working at the top. Let's try this off and show you what's going on. I haven't got smoke at the moment, so they're probably going to try and go for me. But Sunny wins the race and all that. So this bright box is empty. So that's fine, that can all come off. I'll go back on in a second. Yeah, that is an empty box. This is not an empty box, so this is a full box, so this is good. So you can see most of these frames are capped. So as they're capped frames, I don't bother testing them. It's the ones that I'm a little bit unsure of which I'll test, and at the moment we're looking all good. That's all good there. I'll grab a couple of frames out and show you what I'm doing. Let's take one from, let's take this one here. So you can see, capped. As it's capped, I know it's fine. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And that is just going to get popped back in the box. And we'll go through this, take out the ones that we want. Ones that we don't want can stay in, hopefully catch a little bit less of the flow. But as far as I'm concerned, this is going to be an awesome harvest. Right, I'll pause you there again, I'll be back in a bit. Okay, so get it straight. First part of the harvest done. What we've basically done is taken a load of frames out of Abby. You can see we've now gone down to 2 supers. So those supers are either frames which aren't quite ready, so the moisture content is too high, or they're just empty frames. That's Abby. New hive is doing well. 2 hives here, Summer and Daisy doing well, and then we've got Brenda and Cindy. No, that's Demma in summer. So yeah, all good. Everyone's got their entrance reducer on, so that one's not gone on quite well. We'll do that in a second. But yeah, all good. So honey wise, 2 big boxes over there, 10, 20, maybe 30 frames or so. Next part of the video would be we're starting the extraction. So that's the first start of the hot sweaty stuff done. We'll see you in a bit. Evening all, afternoon all. Hope everyone is still well. So we've just put all the honey back from the hives, and as you can see, my eldest, which is Lucas, who you would have seen on one of our old videos, is doing a fantastic job at getting all of the wax off of these of the frames. So this is our first one, and although this isn't exactly how I would normally do it, it's the gist of it. So basically we're going to get the wax off. We're excuse the noise for the other child in the background who's upset because he can't go to the shops with his mum. But yeah, that's how we're going to go. Nice work, mate.
Almost done. Good
job, mate. You keep going. So what we're going to do is we're going to get these extractors loaded up and go from there. So keep with us. Okay, so anything to be done, boys? Any idea?
I don't know.
No. So probably over halfway done now. So the empties are over there. Bit of a mess is that. Couple frames to do, and honey coming out very, very well. I'll show you what we mean. Lucas, do you want to open it up there, mate? Nom 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 nom. Might look a little bit wet, so I need to get another test, but it should be fine. So that's our honey coming out. Lucas, and going in. We've got these are I think 20 kilogram bucket. One which is half full so far, and then this one. Yeah, go for it. And just to see what's going on inside. We've got that spinning away. Happy days. So yeah, so we're getting there so far with the extraction. So Lucas and Riley have been helpful in getting them all I can. But unfortunately trying to do a film with a couple of kids in the background, the easiest thing to do. We're getting there. So that's where we're at so far. And it's looking good. Go on, open up again, Squigs. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Right, back in a bit with another bit. Afternoon all once again. Hope everyone's still alright. So video, I don't know, let's say 4-ish. This little honey harvesting little video that we're doing, this little bloggy thing that we're doing. So this stage here, what we're doing is we're basically giving back the dirty frames for the bees to clean up. So no matter how much you try, you'll never get all the honey out of your frames. Never get all of the honey out of your frames. So so basically the best thing to do, I found, and I know a lot of people agree with me, is pop your frames which have been extracted back onto a super, put it back on the hives which they came off, and put them above the crown board. That way the bees think that it's like an external source of food. So what they do is they'll go and get it and then bring it back down. So we've got 2 supers on Brenda, 2 supers on Abby. The plan of action is to stick however many frames my super holds on top of both of them, and then if I've got any leftovers, put them inside on the top of on their top super, basically. So that's what we're doing at the moment. I just wanted to do a quick apology as well for those that have watched my last part of this video, so kudos for those that are still here. But those that watched the last part of the video, which was the extraction bit, the quality of the video was pretty poor, unfortunately, so sorry about that. And it's a bit of a mess. I looked at that guy and thought, it needs a bit of a tidy. So yeah, we've got to sort the garage out. I assure everyone that everything was cleaned and sanitized and dust free, etc. before I started, but yeah, it was a bit of a mess, so I need to get that sorted out. So we're gonna get this bit done. I'll try and get a little video put together whilst I'm doing it, and then we're on to jarring. So let's crack on. So we've got our frames, our dirty frames back in here. So these ones had all been extracted, these ones came off Brenda, and these ones have still got wax residues, bits of honey basically still in some of the cells. So these bees are going to come up from down here. Hopefully you can just about see them down there somewhere. Might seem better down there. So they're going to come up basically, and they're going to clean these up. We're going to have to be pretty quick because the wasps have already found us. So let's get these closed back up, and I'm going to crack on with Abby. I might not video Abby, but I'm just going to crack on with her. So that's basically what we're doing. So that is that done for these ones. So we've got supers which are kind of being worked on, and then we've got a super which needs cleaning, so we're down to 2 supers on these two, one being cleaned. Everyone looks happy, they're getting used to their entrance reducers, which is, I'm glad I put them in yesterday because I've been plagued by the wasps so far. That one probably could be in a little bit better, but it's in, so it's smaller than it was. So that's all good, we're looking good, and we've got Abby down here who's in the similar boat as Brenda. So we've got super on the top which frames need cleaning, then we've got 2 supers which are being worked on, and then we've got bees going around their entrances, and we've got these ones down here. So yeah, wasps are a problem. So if you are in the UK, I know a lot of people that are watching this around the States, I don't know when wasps become a problem for yourselves, but for us in the UK, wasps have just started causing nuisance. So if you haven't already, get your entrance reducers on, and I would be doing extracting inside. So that's where we're at the moment. All hives are looking well, all hives are looking good. It's a horse. And yeah, so we're looking good at the moment, so I'm happy. So what we're going to do now is we've got the box which is behind me, that one there, that's going to get taken back and just cleaned up before frames go in there again, and we're going to kind of leave these girls to it. They've kind of gone a bit of a feeding frenzy at the moment because obviously all the honey which has just gone onto them. So yeah, happy days. We'll get back, I've got some jobs to do at home, and then later on we're going to start jarring. So join me for that bit. Evening all, hopefully final video of today anyway. Hope you enjoyed the little time lapse I put in, hope that worked well. So we finished now day 3 of honey extracting, harvesting and such like, and this is our current result. 60-ish, 66 jars I think it works out, and 3 little and a couple of little squeezy bottles as well. That is half of our honey extraction done. So we've had the big up 20 kilogram bucket about half full. That's one done. We've got another one to do, which is tomorrow's job. So yeah, doing well. Dread to think how many hours we've worked so far to get the honey extraction done. And bear in mind, I'm a very small beekeeper. So yeah, happy days. But I'm hoping this kind of makes people think as well when they get their local honey. When your local beekeeper is charging you £5 for, let's show that. So that's 227 grams worth of honey, which I sell for £5. When you look at that and think that's expensive, it's really not. When you think of the time and effort and everything that goes into keeping bees, this is just one section of it, and this is day 3 for me, and I've got a day 4 tomorrow, and yet we've still got to label them. And market them and distribute them and such like. So yeah, so we're doing good. Halfway done. I don't know whether or not I'm going to do another video tomorrow because it's going to be similar to what you saw today, but I might do a little picture or two of what we got at the end. So if this is my last video, thank you so much for watching. Have yourself a great day. Please consider giving us a like, a share, a comment and subscribe if you haven't already, and you have a wonderful day. All the best.